for tuning into my YouTube channel, Begin with Bree. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And also feel free to follow me at Begin with Bree on Instagram and at Begin with Bree on TikTok as well for any information related to overall health and wellness. So for those of you who are new to this channel, June 23rd, 2020, I was 281 pounds. I was considered morbidly obese. And now I have lost over 130 pounds and I'm in a healthy BMI. And yeah, I'm just sharing my health and wellness journey with anybody that I can to just encourage them and let them know that healthiness is possible, mind, body, and soul. Transformation is possible, renewal is possible. So I get a lot of the same questions and I wanted to make a quick YouTube video to just kind of get straight to the point and answer some of the most common questions that I get. All right, so the first question that I get after losing over 130 pounds is, do I have loose skin? Yes. The answer is definitely yes. Yes, I have loose skin. It just comes with the territory. However, is it something that makes me feel uncomfortable, makes me feel insecure, makes me feel like I need to get it surgically removed? No, it's not at this time. I'm using weights and I'm trying to tone up the best way that I am able to. And even though I do have loose skin now, what I'm dealing with now is way better than what I was dealing with before. So I'll take the loose skin over just the heaviness that I was feeling in my body from all of that added weight any day. So yes, there is loose skin, but it's nothing to be afraid of. For me personally, it was minimal. I think a lot of that has to do with genetics maybe, and then also I started using weights pretty early on in my health and wellness journey, and they were light weights. They were like 5 pounds, and then I graduated to like 10 pounds. And I would just use the weights with simple moves like squats and lunges and leg raises and that sort of thing. But I definitely found that using those weights helped me to kind of stay toned a little bit. So that really went a long way. And I also did intermittent fasting. And I don't know how accurate this is, but I did hear that, you know, intermittent fasting helps with like loose skin with weight loss as well. I've heard in the past that if you lose too much weight too quickly, that increases your chances of having loose skin. I can say, you know, I'm down over 130 pounds now, but I lost my first 100 pounds in 6 months. And I don't think, you know, that was a contributing factor to loose skin at all. So, all right. So the next question that I get often is, did I have surgery? No, I didn't have surgery. I didn't have weight loss surgery. I didn't have a tummy tuck, a lipo, a BBL, whatever it is that they're doing nowadays. And I don't plan on having any surgeries. I won't say never, you know, you never want to say never, but it's pretty unlikely that I'll have any surgeries in the future. So another question that I get is, how did I get started? For me personally, I just got started by praying. I prayed to God and I asked God for strength. I asked him to change me. I let him know that I wanted to be renewed, that I wanted to be made over, that I wanted to be transformed, that I didn't want to continue living the way that I was living in such like an unhealthy way, and that I wanted to be healthier for myself, for my husband, for my daughter. Which leads me to the next question that I've gotten before is, how has weight loss changed my dating life? Well, I'm married. So, but if I wasn't married, I don't think that it would have made a huge impact on my dating life, to be honest with you, because even, you know, when I was out there dating and like morbidly obese, I was very confident in my skin. I felt beautiful. I felt like I knew what I brought to the table. I felt like I valued myself. And, you know, I was very particular about, you know, the people that I chose to date or be in a relationship with. I was quick to like cut things off that didn't really serve me. And so I don't feel like it would have really affected my dating life that much, because I was really confident in my skin and I just knew who I was and what I offered, and or what I felt like I could offer potentially in the future. And yeah. So another question that I get is, what did I eat? So I did do intermittent fasting in the beginning, and that definitely helped. And I'm also vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian since 2012. So I sort of stuck to like plant-based foods. I tried to stay away from too many processed foods or added sugars, added salts, that sort of thing. And I tried to limit dairy occasionally, like in certain seasons, and I would go to like plant-based dairy products and that sort of thing. I do a dairy-free milk and that sort of thing. So I would say that I ate a lot of fruits, I ate some vegetables, and I tried to stick to like foods that were not super processed, low carb, high protein, high fiber, which leads me to the next question that I've gotten, because in a previous video I stated that I do not eat fruit. And I just want to clarify that I do eat fruit. I love fruit. However, in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I was trying to figure out like what to do. Thankfully now I have a nutritionist that can guide me and show me how to eat, but I didn't have that in the beginning by choice, and out of ignorance, I think, really. And so I was just kind of winging it and just trying to figure it out on my own. So I cut out things that in my mind I felt were going to hold me back from reaching my goals. So I did limit fruit, but I didn't cut it out completely. I did, stop eating bread, stop eating potatoes, pasta, rice, that sort of thing. And according to my nutritionist, all of that was fine for me during that season in order to see the weight loss results that I did, and that I was able to get those nutrients that I was missing from those things from other foods that I was eating, and that was okay temporarily, and that was not an issue. But that was based on the fact that I didn't have any pre-existing conditions, no high blood pressure, no high cholesterol, no pre-diabetes, no diabetes, no heart conditions, no anything kind of related to like being morbidly obese. And so I started off at a healthier state than a lot of people at my weight would have been in, and so that's why I was able to do that. So I would definitely say speak to a nutritionist, speak to your primary care physician about what it is that you can or cannot eat for a season in order to see weight loss results, but still fuel your body the way that it needs to be fueled. So I still, don't really eat bread and potatoes and pasta and rice and that sort of thing. And it's still pretty low carb, kind of high protein, and that it works for me for right now. So I've also been asked, how did I exercise in the beginning? So in the very, very beginning, like in the past when I would start health and wellness journeys, like I would go to the gym, I would hop on the treadmill, I would hop on the elliptical, I would do that for like an hour and be like, okay. Or I would do like a Leslie Sansone walking video or something along those lines at home. However, this time I knew that I really needed to challenge myself, so I found some Tabata workouts that were on Pop Sugar Fitness on YouTube. I started off with like 20 minutes of that, and then from there I added on like another 20 minutes later on in the day, and then from there I added on like 15 minutes of strength training, and it sort of just kind of kept building until I was exercising about an hour and a half pretty regularly. And yeah, so yeah, I just became really super passionate about exercise, about fitness, and then I became a certified personal trainer back in February, and I started my own LLC, Beyond Capable Health and Wellness. Follow me at Beyond Capable Health on Instagram. And yeah, so I definitely would say that I kind of like had a build up with my exercise. So I started with one Tabata video for 20 minutes, and then once that became easier, added another one, then added some strength training in, and I would break my exercises up throughout the day, so I wouldn't like just do an hour and a half at one time. That's a lot, especially with a child. But I would just do a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. And it was easier for me to do that because, in the middle of a pandemic, not able to kind of live life the way that we used to live it before, running errands, going to social events and different things, working remotely. So I had a little more flexibility to kind of be able to do those workouts. So, um, how do I stay motivated is another question that I get. I think the key to staying motivated is to remember why you do what you do. So for me personally, yes, I wanted to lose weight. Yeah, I did. Did I want to see a certain number on the scale one day or fit into a certain gene? Maybe. But ultimately, what I really wanted was to have energy to run around after my daughter. What I really wanted was to, not be exhausted and lethargic all the time. And I wanted to feel comfortable and confident completely in my body. And I wanted to set a good example for my daughter. I wanted to be a good role model. I wanted to break generational curses. So my why was so much bigger than just like weight loss and a jean size. So if there was ever a situation or a time, which there has been, because weight loss is not linear, you're going to have your ups and your downs. But if there was ever a time that I saw the scale go up, ultimately I remembered, like, okay, that's not what it's all about anyways. Like, how do I feel? Do I feel less stressed? Do I feel more mental clarity? Do I feel more confident, more empowered, more powerful, more strong? Um, you know, because that's what matters to me at the end of the day. So I think that when you remember your why, that will definitely keep you motivated and reward yourself along the way because you deserve it. So whether that is treating yourself to a facial, to a mani-pedi, to some new workout clothes, to some new workout equipment, to a new wardrobe, to an experience that you've never been able to experience before due to weight, then I would go ahead and do that. So, um, yeah, I hope that answered some of the questions that you guys um, send me and ask me. And if you have any more, I would definitely be willing to do a part 2 to this video. Feel free to comment below and let me know any other questions that you may have, and I'll definitely try to answer them to the best of my ability. But stay tuned. There is so much more coming. I'm waiting on some clothes, y'all, for a clothing haul. So that's coming up soon. And I'm also going to do an update video for you guys. And I'm going to be uploading some exercise videos very soon as well. So stay tuned because there's more.